library. Where did they put the library?
First of all, Starlight, you should know better. It's Twilight's castle, so every room has a library. Second of all, who is they anyway? It's not like a team of designers carefully planned out each room. Someone to make the multitude of decisions involved with building a castle is a little difficult to single out when the castle appears out of nowhere. Starlight averts her eyes to avoid seeing Spike's towel. Spike brings the stool to the door to save the camera pony from having to tilt down.
Starlight, good morning. Come in.
Twilight somehow doesn't stumble over all three greetings. Welcome to the Glimmerpocalypse. Starlight magically opens the door without using her horn.
The Crystal Empire was gone for 1,000 years. A lot of their customs are a bit murky.
Rarity speaks for everyone, including the writers. In memory of the poor animator tasked with creating this impossible jug which can't physically contain all of the images on the surface and yet has to because show. This jug is presented as some kind of ancient artifact, but the fact these ponies closely resemble the main six suggests otherwise. Either that or this is a monumental prophecy some pony should have noticed. Starlight didn't even get a passing grade at the Prometheus School of Running Away from Things. It was a sin that Starlight thought they were friends to begin with, considering he has no interest in sharing this moment with her. Now it's an even bigger sin because we see him bump into her as if she wasn't there at all. This surprisingly detailed view of Ponyville suggests the school and Fluttershy's cottage are a stone's throw apart. At least Cadence seems to be improving her vocabulary. Presumably, they all got on the train together and rode it all the way to the frozen north, but only now does Rainbow notice this very conspicuous object Applejack has.
Applejack, what is that?
The crystal heart and its purpose is brought up for no reason other than foreshadowing. The main six threateningly surrounds Shining Armor because it makes for good scene blocking when your show has this many main characters.
You two probably need all kinds of help.
Cadence especially could benefit from therapy. She's always had a case of imposter syndrome. This is the fourth time Starlight tries to get out of the friendship lesson. Twilight not taking a hint the episode.
Is something wrong? Let's go see this amazing baby pony.
Reminder that we're more than halfway through the episode and haven't even been introduced to Princess Skyla yet. Starlight thinks she's so clever for convincing Spike to waste time telling stories. But then when he's done, he immediately shuts her down.
Aw, come on. I want to hear about the games too.
I know you're nervous about seeing Sunburst.
So did Starlight manipulate Spike into killing time, or did Spike manipulate Starlight into letting him brag about himself? Part of the episode's original storyboard is visible in the sky.
Spike, the brave and glorious.
This nonsense again. It's hard to tell if this is supposed to be funny because it's not what happened, or if the show is trying to gaslight us into thinking Spike did something useful. Twilight barges in to see the baby without even saying hello to her friend, who happens to be the mother. This abomination of toyetic inconvenience. The wings, the giant head, the dangerously large horn, none of it makes mathematical sense back in this region.
But I thought alicorn wings had to be earned by accomplishing some great princess-worthy deed.
Quiet, Rarity. Cadence is right here in the room, you know. Don't make the obligatory pink princess feel bad about her purpose as a toy.
The birth of an alicorn is something Equestria has never seen.
The desperate cry of bronies as various headcanons are confirmed or obliterated.
A unicorn and a Pegasus!
What a novel concept.
So she could be a super strong flyer and have crazy baby magic!
Pinkie Pie sounds way too excited and not nearly horrified enough about that considering her experience.
And I can help keep tabs on her magic.
You're already a complete failure, Twilight. That's an Academy record.
Her magic is more powerful than that of a newborn unicorn.
Always the insightful one, Celestia.
The crowds have already started to gather.
This is treated as a sign that the crystalling is about to begin, but the crowd probably has more to do with the destruction caused by a giant laser.
I can't imagine canceling such a beautiful and important ceremony over something so potentially adorable.
Rarity thinks this potential for death and destruction is simply adorable, darling. Considering how much this event has been hyped up, the claim that the entire Empire will be there, and the risk they are willing to take to continue it, there are barely any ponies in the audience. Twilight struggled less with the laser battle with Starlight than she is now with a baby.
Did something happen to you after I left for magic school?
He has no reason to ask such a thing, except to make this awkward scene happen. Season 1 premiere, Nightmare Moon returns and we're introduced to the main six. Season 2, Discord makes Equestria the Chaos Capital. Season 3, King Sombra attempts to enslave the Empire again. Season 4, introduced to the backbone of the show, the Tree of Harmony. Season 5, Starlight Glimmer's cult is discovered and she eventually joins the cast. Season 6, A baby cries and breaks stuff. Why does McFlurry's cry shatter the crystal heart and damage nothing else? It's as if there's some magical connection or antithetical element targeting it specifically. Or maybe it was just that the episode was about to end and something bad needed to happen quickly.
Without the heart, the Crystal Empire is about to be buried under a mountain of ice and snow.
Well, we better hurry up and relocate these ponies to some place that's actually sensible to inhabit then. The music this episode ends with is trying way too hard to calm the children after a dramatic cliffhanger. To be continued.
Is something wrong? Oh, these are just the A's. After this, I move on to the B's. Does this bring to mind any images for you?